Shell scripting is a commands and their sequence. If you understand in a very basic language, it's command and a sequence how you are executing those commands. Okay, so if I want to run a command or multiple commands, rather I can go ahead and write multiple commands. Now let's say I want to a desired action item again and again. So what I can do, I can use or write a very simple command and execute them via a shell script. Okay, so normally whenever you write a shell script, the extension of the file is used as .sh. So whatever is my file name, file underscore name .sh. So whenever I will give a very basic name that is called as file name .sh. Okay, so few important points to be noted when you are writing a shell script. Always start with a bang line. Okay, bang line is nothing but I am telling my shell interpreter that okay, this is a bash shell. Okay, so I am telling that okay, these commands that are going to execute, they are going to execute in a bash shell. Clear? So it will start always the bang line when you start with hash exclamation mark. Okay, then if you want to write any comments, okay, which is just a comment, a normal plain text comment format that is not executed by the shell script or the bash interpreter, so you have to give hash. So hash is for anything like this is my first script. Okay, so this hash will show you what is the comment line. So this is just for your user readable. Okay, so it is not for anything to be executed, it is just for user to read. So normally why we use this, normally we use it to make my script more easier and more comfortable for anyone to access and read that. So what I normally do, normally we make a header of this section. Okay, that is called header. So what I do in this header, I will put the details like purpose of script. What is this? This is my first script, so that anyone accessing this script later on should know what was the script made, who made that. I will say author. Let's say I will say author is Himanshu. Who has made this script? Let's say date, when was this created? 14th May 2020. Then version, normally we use version. Why? In case someone later on changes, so we should know like next change who has done. Version 1.0, anything, any nomenclature that you want to follow, version you can use that. Okay, next version may be 1.1 or let's say 2.0 depending upon the changes. Okay, and you can mention like who changed next version. Okay, so this is normally a good practice to use. Okay, it is not mandatory. If you don't write any of these also, then also it will work, but it is a good practice to use this bang line and this header section. This is just a out of good practice that you should be doing this, so that it is easier for you, right? Even if you are reading any scripts, right, if you are troubleshooting any script why it is not running fine, so you should know like who has written that or what changes you have made. So next time anyone is doing, so they should be aware of the proper format or proper details, what was the script done, who changed last time, why change was done. Okay, so all those things you can write. So any line that starts with hash, that will not be read by the interpreter. Whenever the interpreter will be executing that, it will read okay, this is a hash, that is a comment line, so it will not do anything of those lines. It will just blindly ignore those lines. Okay, then now this is your main part that is done, that is just out of good practice. Okay, now let's say I want okay that what my command should do. Now if I want to make a new directory, let's say May 2020 on my home directory, what command should I write? Mkdir and So where should it be? What should I write? Let's say my home directory is /Himanshu, and let me hold on just a second. So I am in this scripts folder, okay? I am this script folder, but I want to make a directory inside my home directory. My home directory is home Himanshu, and create a script or create a directory there. So what command should I write here? No. I want to create a directory in my home directory only, not inside scripts. Okay, any other options? CD, okay. Pardon? No, but that will not take me to home directory, right? I was saying I want to go to home directory and then I want to create a directory. See, I will run this script from here, from the scripts directory. That is fine. My script would be located here. Okay. In this directory, all my scripts are there, so I will keep my scripts here only. I am not going to change that script. I will keep all my scripts here. But I want whenever that script will run, it should go inside /home/Himanshu and create a new directory that is called as May 2020. Right? Understood the question? Nothing more than that. MKDIR folder name. MKDIR is for folder, right? Embryo is not for a file. The script is a file, and I can let's say May 2020, right? Is it fine? Everyone understood this? Hello? Okay. Okay, let's try to run this. I will say vi May 21st.sh. So whenever I am creating a script, I have to give May 20th, whatever the name I want to give to that script, and .sh. And inside this, I will paste this script, save it. Okay. And whenever you are creating a script, make sure it has executable permission. Okay. So as my script don't have executable permission, I have to give it chmod. I will explain this later sessions how we give the permissions. 777. So now my script is having executable permission here. Now if I run my script, so to execute a script you have to give // and the script name. Clear? And hit enter. So see, my script executed fine, no errors were there. So let's go to the home directory and see. Okay, so this script executed fine and a directory was created here. Clear? Okay, now let's make some changes. Now let's say I want to make it more generic. Okay, I want to make it more, let's say right now I am running it, right, as a Himanshu user. Let's say there is a Bob user, right? I showed you yesterday Bob user is also there. Then there is a Kevin user, lot of different users are there. And I want this script to be very generic, that okay, whenever they run this script in their home directory, this folder should be created. Let's say I will connect one more session here. Okay, so this is, let's say Himanshu is here, sudo su hyphen and su Bob. Sorry. Okay, see, this is my Bob user, right? This home directory is this. Like this, I have multiple users. Okay, now I want this script to be very generic, that okay, every time I run this script, it should, or whichever user is running this script, in very simple terms, whichever user runs this script, whether Bob, Himanshu, Kevin, or whichever user is there on the system, there should be a directory created on their home directory for that specific user, whoever is running that. Now how to do that? with very simple, like whatever we have discussed till now, with only that options. There are a lot of options, like the same thing we can do via various methods, but I'm just trying to step by step so that you can think how you have to approach to a specific problem. Okay, see, this problem you have solved, right? Very, you have solved it very good. That okay, I was able to create a directory on my home directory, or for a user Himanshu. Now the next step would be I am making, or I am trying to make this script more generic. That okay, let's say I will use the same script for all users, that whenever they want they can use this script, and there a folder would be created for them. All this at the top, it is nothing to related. Only thing is here what we have to do in these two commands, or what command I have to write so that it should make a directory in the home location of a user. See, I am not saying that I will be running, Himanshu will not be running. I will give this script to the user Bob. I will give this script to a user Kevin. I will say, okay, you have a user on your system, run this script, and that script should create a directory on your home directory. So the same script without making any changes, all users can use. How to do that? Let's make a script very generic. Okay, I will make a script generic, right? That okay, I like in your environment also, wherever you are working. So if you have development, prod, testing, so many times it is like that, okay, I will create one script, and that script should work in my development environment also, that should work on my test environment also, that should work on my production environment also, right? Same script with more, so that I don't have to rewrite the code inside that script. I can only make change maybe to the parameter or something, and then it should work. But that is a different thing. Here there is no concept of parameter or anything that we are discussing right now. So here we just want a simple, very basic script. So if I give like this, it will say okay, I cannot go inside a home of a different user. It will error out saying permission denied, and it will not work. We have this tilde sign, right? Can we use this somewhere? Hint number 1, slash also. Slash is not required. If you do cd tilde, it will automatically go to the home directory of the user, and then make dir, right? I was on user Bob, right? Let's say create, I have given the script to user, so let's say I dir, let's say some name, dir underscore create.sh, insert, I have given to this user, right? Okay, I will just again give the permission, change mod 755, and how to run that dot forward slash, right? So if you see, it was created, right? Okay, no problem. So this is like, see why I'm telling this, because you have to think when you are writing a script. See, writing a script is very easy, but only thing is how you have to interpret all the knowledge that you have in the script, right? Whatever you have learned till now, you know, right? Slash tilde is there, right, to go to home directory. So why don't we go ahead and use the same approach and use it for making a script generic? So whenever you try to make a script, right, most of the times, like it, I'm not sure, depending upon the environment, but most of the times try to write the script generic, so that if you want next time, let's say you have a requirement, let's say you have created a script to for something for Hadoop or something, right, or Informatica, and if you want to do the same task again on some other environments, another production test environment, you can think, okay, I already have a script, why don't I use the same script? It will do the same task, right? It will save your time, save your effort, and even automate the same type of task, right? So we can use the same thing. The same approach, normally whenever you try or write a script, try to implement the same approach. Okay, that is what like I'm trying to explain, right? So think a little bit more every time. Okay, that okay, what more we can do with this? Okay, commands are very easy. Like commands, you will feel okay, it's very easy. Now how you have to use them, think of that. Okay, so that's why you have to practice them multiple times. and you can do hit and trial, right? There is no issues. You can, what will happen, it will error out only, right? But you should try multiple times, then only it will be more easier for you to learn. Okay, just I'm explaining so that you will get that mindset. Okay, scripting, you have to think a little bit broader, right? There would be no straightforward way. Okay, if I have to do write this, I have one more approach to make this script or make this directory. Okay, I can write in a better way. Let me show you. Okay, I will just use one command. Okay, so rather than this, what should I do? There are multiple ways to do the same thing. It totally depends upon your how you are writing it. mkdir-p, this will also do the same task. Let me show you. See, right now I have removed all the files again, so I will again write dir underscore create.sh, right? I will do change mod 777 dir, and I will run this. See, again it is created, right? In a different way, different command, different way, sorry. So even best way is, let's say I want to debug it, what happens if I do, I can directly run this command on my terminal also and see what happens, right? So okay, this is executing, so that means this is a correct command that you are using, so you can use that command on a shell script. So these commands you can test on the terminal as well. Okay, see, this command we can use directly as well, but I am telling in a script so that you should have an idea of a script also. You have to start getting used to the scripts also, how the scripts are being written and called. Okay, I hope that is clear.